Premier League Newcastle United vs West Ham United prediction, team news, lineups preview. St James Park is the venue for the return of Premier League football after the international break, as Newcastle United and West Ham United seek to strengthen their top 7 chances on Saturday lunchtime. The Magpies' FA Cup dream ended with a quarter-final loss to holders Manchester City 2 weekends ago, while the Irons were pegged back in a 1-1 draw at home to Aston Villa. Match preview. There was not a lot to write home about during Newcastle's FA Cup quarter-final with Man City, where the Magpies cut toothless figures in the final third and were ultimately undone by 2 unfortunate deflections in the first half. Bernardo Silva's 13th-minute effort took a wicked ricochet off of Dan Burns' leg and looped over a helpless Martin Dubravka, before Sven Botman inadvertently nodded another effort from the Portuguese, which may have been going wide past his diving goalkeeper. Missing out on a place in the FA Cup semi-finals came just 5 days after an equally demoralising 3-2 Premier League loss at Chelsea's Stamford Bridge base, leaving Eddie Howe's troops smack-bang in the middle of the standings in 10th position, 4 points worse off than their upcoming opponents. Goals have certainly not been at a premium for Newcastle in the Premier League since the turn of the year, with a staggering 45 flying in during their 9 top-flight fixtures in 2024 so far, an average of 5 per game, but a lack of defensive nous is severely hampering the Magpies' European bid. Indeed, Howe's men have let in multiple goals in 7 of their last 9 Premier League matches and only have 1 top-flight clean sheet under their belts in 2024 so far, although that did come in their most recent St James Park contest, a resounding 3-0 win over Wolverhampton Wanderers. No visiting team has managed to prevent Newcastle from scoring at home in the current Premier League season, a bad omen for a West Ham side who have gone 9 top-flight games without a clean sheet, the third longest current run in the league behind Burnley and Sheffield United. Amid their rearguard woes, there was no shortage of offensive firepower during the Hammers' 5-0 Europa League last 16-second leg crushing of Freiburg, which sent David Moyes' men through to a tantalizing quarter-final with Bundesliga leaders Bayer Leverkusen as they endeavour to add to their 2022-23 Europa Conference League crown. Continental exploits may have taken their toll on both West Ham and Aston Villa on March 17, though, where Michail Antonio's diving header was cancelled out by a Nicolo Zaniolo equaliser with 11 minutes of normal time remaining in that clash of the Clarets. While the stalemate with Villa may feel like 2 points dropped rather than 1 gained for West Ham, they are now on a 4-game unbeaten run in the top flight and are clinging onto 7th position in the table, although Brighton Hove Albion have a game in hand and need only make up a 2-point deficit. However, 4 of West Ham's last 6 away matches in all tournaments have seen Moyes' men draw a blank in front of goal, and they have gone winless in their last 4 Premier League matches with Newcastle, requiring an 89th-minute intervention from Mohamed Kudus to rescue a 2-2 draw in October. Team news. An excruciating evening for Sven Botman during the Man City defeat saw the Dutchman sustain a knee injury in the closing stages of that match, and he is now confirmed to have damaged his ACL, meaning that his season is over. Botman joins Sandro Tonali suspended, Callum Wilson chest, Joe Linton thigh and Nick Pope shoulder on the long-term absentee list, as does talented teenage midfielder Lewis Miley, who is nursing a back issue and is expected to miss around 6 weeks. However, Howe is holding out hope that all of Kieran Trippier calf, Tino Livramento ankle and Harvey Barnes thigh will be given the green light to return here. Jacob Murphy will act as an emergency right-back again if the former 2 cannot make it. West Ham boss Moyes will also be forced into 1 change for Saturday's contest, as Edson Alvarez was booked for the 10th time in the current Premier League season against Aston Villa and will serve the first of a 2-match suspension here. Moyes' dilemma could be complicated by a fresh knee injury for Kudus, and if the Ghana man is also ruled out alongside Alvarez, both Calvin Phillips and James Ward-Prowse should see the door swing open for returns to the starting lineup. Maxwell Cornet-Thigh has expressed hope that he will be able to make his comeback at St James Park, but he is unlikely to take advantage of Kudus's uncertainty. There is a spot on the bench with the former's name on it. Newcastle United possible starting lineup: Dubravka, Livramento, Schär, Lascelles, Byrne, Willock, Guimaraes, Longstaff, Almiron, Isaac, Gordon. West Ham United possible starting lineup: Areola, Kaufel, Mavropanos, Zuma, Emerson, Sosek, Phillips, Bowen, Ward-Prowse, Paqueta, Antonio. We say, Newcastle United 2-1 West Ham United. Goals on rival territory have been particularly difficult for West Ham to come by in recent times. And a fresh concern with the fitness of Kudus will do the Irons no favours whatsoever in that regard. The international hiatus arrived at an opportune time for a Newcastle side who appeared rather leggy in their FA Cup exit. And while they may be reeling from Botman's devastating blow, we have faith in Howe's men to return to triumphant ways thanks to their knack for scoring at St. James Park. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.